My beef is with Dr. Fax. All right? My beef is not with the NFL, is not with Taylor Swift. My beef is with Dr. Fax. Just let it fucking go, brother. Let them live. Let these two young superstars be in love.
I can't, because I seen the play from afar and it's happening. It's all unfolding, and they're shoving Taylor Swift down our throat when we don't want it. Like, bro, no one wants this.
Fax, she's a fucking superstar. She is the most popular artist on the planet, okay? That's all this is. Anybody is to you. Everybody.
Beyonce is, bro. Don't do that.
Yo, we got Fax and The King, episode 12. I am the Butter King, Beau Allen, joined by my esteemed Dr. Fax. Nate Collins, and we are so fucking happy to have you guys back. Let me tell you guys a little bit about something I'm torqued about. I like to open up with Torque Talk. The delightful month of October is here, which means Squat-tober. You know what that means, Fax?
I don't.
I'm growing these cheeks, baby. Squat-tober. Put on by Sorinex, which is a great weightlifting company. I'm squatting every day in October, or 25 days squat, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Take the weekend off, get back in the rack on Monday, baby. So I'm going to grow these cheeks, and I'm going to be fucking juicy by the time December rolls around, or November, I guess.
That sounds great to be torqued about, and I hope it all goes well for you, bro.
Yeah, I'll keep you updated with
Make sure you stay hydrated, because it sounds like a lot of Charlie horses are going to be in your future, bro.
Oh, I'm hydrated, brother. I'm going to be fucking bubbly come November. Cheeked up, double cheeked up November.
I'm going to tell you what I'm torqued about. I am torqued about it's holiday season, man. We got all of the holiday months coming up, if you count Halloween as a holiday, but even more torqued for me because now I have a kid. So holiday time, family, like I feel like now I kind of get priority because we have the newest grandchild in the family. So that makes holiday time even more exciting and something to get more torqued about this year. And like, well, I don't want to ruin it, and we'll talk about it later, but Halloween is going to be elite with a baby.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure you got your costumes lined up and you're ready to go, trying to show off your cute little baby.
It's going to be amazing. Can't wait. Very torqued about it.
Yeah, I'm torqued for you, brother. Can't wait to check out these costumes from Dr. Fax and young mini Fax. So what do you got? You want to hit the one-hitter? There you go. Hit that one-hitter, Fax. The suits don't allow us to talk about NFL football, Fax, and I love NFL football. I watched it on 4 screens, maybe even 5 over the weekend. Saw a lot of football.
Even in my one-hitter, I'm going to talk about, I watched it in Toy Story form, and I think they are on track. I think they missed the ball a little bit. It was very glitchy, but I think about it in the eyes of being a kid or a viewer, maybe someone who doesn't enjoy to view football like we do, and people who are betting and you have like stake in the game. But for a casual viewer to sit down with kids or someone who doesn't watch football, I think they did a good job. It was glitchy. It wasn't perfect, but the viewing of it, I think it was dope. I think it was, and I think it just shows what they can do in the future with this. And I'm excited more about that.
A little bit of growing pains, but it's fun to see Bijan Robinson fucking juking dudes out of their shoes as an animated figure, you know.
And then the little flames when guys are like getting speed bursts, like that shit. It
was like NFL Blitz 2000.
I was entertained, and I'm not gonna lie, Booger McFarland, he did all right. I think anime Booger was pretty dope, and I think about just stuff like that. Maybe one day, Fax and the King, we could get. Maybe that's how we get to host a game, Beau.
Ooh, good thinking. I like
see that.
I'd be stoked to see what my little avatar would look like. But the MVP of that for me, of the Andy's room, you know, the Toy Story Fun Day or whatever, was the Slinky Dog for the first down.
Easy. the claw as the referee, bro.
Yeah,
that was lit. They, like I said, it was a great idea, great thought. Execution like C-, but I think it has a high ceiling if they can get everything together for sure.
The NFL is trying to tap into the audience, the Disney adult audience. You know, it's kind of an untapped market for the NFL.
So I'm passing the blunt right now. What's your one hit?
My one hitter in the NFL, I watched the Eagles game, and I got to say, Riverboat Ron, can't believe he didn't go for 2 at the end of that game.
No. Time out. You cannot call him that anymore. Call him Ron Rivera.
Ron Rivera. Excuse me, Dr. Fax. Thank you for keeping me politically correct. But I can't believe Ron Rivera didn't go for 2 at the end of that game, kind of ride that hot hand. He said his offense looked really tired, and that's the reason why he didn't go for 2. Ultimately, it's a head coach's judgment call. You know, it's easy to kind of shit on that when they end up losing like they did. But really surprised to see that. Would have loved to have seen them go for 2, see how that would have played out. And, you know, might have led to a Commanders victory. I don't know. Interesting. I thought that was interesting. Sam Howell, I thought, looked pretty good at the end of that game after struggling the previous week. So we'll see. Special edition of the one-hitter. I got a quick NBA one-hitter. Just wanted to laugh a little bit about Jimmy Butler's media appearance coming in. Mom and Dad don't understand me, Fax. They just don't get me. It was a little bit emo of that, and we led in with some My Chemical Romance. Had to introduce Fax to Welcome to the Black Parade. I'm rocking all black today in honor of Jimmy Butler. I thought that was fucking hilarious. I love, like, people these days, they take themselves so seriously, and especially in the media and social media, and that's so fucking funny with the hair. And
I love what he's doing, and this is the back-to-back years where he's done this, because last year I believe he had came into media day with extensions out of nowhere, and everyone's like, what the hell? But I just think this is dope, and it's something that is different, and it's fun, and it's new, and it seems like everyone is enjoying it. And I think it's dope that a caliber player like Jimmy, he can kind of make fun of himself and have fun, and it's dope to see.
Yeah, like I said, everyone takes themselves so seriously on social media and in the media, and to get some fucking laughs like that, to come in that outfit, it was fucking awesome. So
okay,
this one hitter is a little strong for you, Fax. You're kind of having some tech difficulties over there, or what?
Oh my God, this one hitter! Like I was just about to say, we have to take a second because
I don't know what you're doing.
Yo.
Fax is in the
I
zone
somehow rolled over this headphone wire, and it's just about to yank the entire, like, everything, like, all over. So give me a second.
Get your shit together, Fax. We're recording, baby. So just finished college football week 5, Dr. Fax. Gonna talk quickly. I was in New Orleans, like I said last week. Part of my Torque talk last week, I was torqued to go to New Orleans, go to check out Tulane versus UAB. So a little bit F&K travel diaries. First of all, I love New Orleans, dude. If I lived there, if I went to college at Tulane, I would have been 400 pounds, dude. The food is fucking amazing.
Rank the beignets 1 to 10.
So I only had Cafe Du Monde, but I had it at like 1 a.m., which I feel like is the right move. Like just straight from the bars, right to Cafe Du Monde, like decaf coffee, large whole milk, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I had 6 beignets. So fucking good.
You ate the whole bag?
Two bags, dude. I was covered. I was covered in powdered sugar, bro. I looked like Tony. I looked like the end of Scarface, dude.
Yo, but like,
so good.
True or false? It's too much powdered sugar, right?
Yeah, but it's part of the experience. You know, you gotta love it, man. You just gotta lean into it a little bit. But the beignets were fucking good. I didn't realize it's essentially a funnel cake.
Yes.
But as far as the game day experience at Tulane at Yeoman Stadium, actually it kind of exceeded my expectations. It was pretty good. They had a nice little setup for us, and it was fun to see Griff get honored. You know, getting your enshrined into your college Hall of Fame is a pretty big deal. His whole family was out there, and we had a great time, but the game itself was pretty cool too. Michael Pratt, the quarterback for Tulane, is a pretty good player. At 184 yards, 2 TDs, and he threw a sick touchdown like to end the game out. Kind of iced the game right in the corner of the end zone, which was sweet. And then another thing from that game that I thought was funny is Trent Dilfer freaking out on his assistant coach on the sideline. Like, I didn't even catch that live. And then I saw all the viral clips of that afterwards. I was like, fuck, I missed that. But it was, he's kind of had a history of, some sideline antics, I
Yo,
guess you could say.
and it's just like, I hate a guy who loves sideline antics or a coach like that, and that just expects someone to take it and you don't want any pushback, because that's what you see in this video, is that the coach he was yelling at was pushing back and yelling back, and he like just was getting furious to the point that he started yelling at another coach. After the one coach kept pushing back, he was like, fuck that, I'm gonna get the last word with somebody, so let me yell at this coach. But
everyone was getting it on the sideline from Trent Dilfer, man.
they got the W though.
They got the W, and we all know how emotional the game of football is, so I'm not going to fault him too much for that. But a lot of good games. I mean, let's talk about your new favorite college football team, the Colorado Buffaloes. What'd you think of them in their game against USC, Fax?
An amazing game, and I want to just put this out there. They cover again, which at the end of the day, all the people who are really paying attention to Colorado, they were a team that, again, won, one or two games last year, and they're already exceeded that, but they did more than a lot of people expected. And in the midst of doing that, they found out another young wide receiver, Omarion Miller, had 7 receptions, 196 yards, and 1 TD. And if you watch the game, he had another unbelievable catch in the back of the end zone that they end up calling back. But this kid clearly has talent, and there is a lot of talent on that team, top to bottom. Some easy games coming up, so hopefully they can bounce back and get back on track. Hopefully we'll see Travis Hunter back out there soon. I think everyone is a fan of his now, like in the college world. So we just want to see what more he can do, because what he's left us with, everyone is just chomping at the bit to see him play. But got to give a shout out to USC. They did play amazing. And Caleb Williams, 30 for 40, 403 yards, 6 touchdowns, and 1 interception. And also their running back, Lloyd, had 13 carries, 84 yards, and 1 touchdown. They're looking like a great team. And colleges, it's one of those things where it's almost easy to say that if you have the best quarterback, you really have the best chance of winning like every single Saturday. And that's what USC looks like right now.
Yeah, and Caleb Williams played really well. He's kind of number 2 in the Heisman rankings, but also Shedeur Sanders was really, really good in the fourth quarter. He kind of, had a late game, spur to try to lead the Buffaloes back, but it was already a little bit of a lost cause at that point. But honestly, a better game than I was expecting. And then Omarion Miller was the highest graded wide receiver from week 5, and he's also a freshman. So a lot to be excited about there. I know you stand Colorado now, Fax, so we'll probably continue to talk about them. They've been media darlings so far this season, and something tells me that that's not going to change. But the game,
we gotta try to get on the sideline at some point.
Yeah, we'll see about that
as a Fax and the King crew for sure.
Yeah. The game of the weekend for me is LSU at Ole Miss. Fucking awesome game. LSU ended up losing 49-55, but I feel like this game had it all, man. It had some big hits, some huge plays, a lot of electric plays offensively. Not a ton of great defense, but really good game, really fun game to watch.
No defense. Fucking what? 100 points? 100 points scored in this game? Bro, this game, this game was nuts. Was absolutely nuts. Nothing but scoring back and forth. Lane Kiffin, oh man, to hear Lane Kiffin is still relevant in coaching is absolutely amazing. And to see what he's done with the Ole Miss program, and they consistently be a team that like you can never count out. Every season, I feel like that's the team that you hear about them ruining guys' chances to advance the playoffs and things like that. But Ole Miss, they had their quarterback, Dart, 26 for 39 with 389 with 4 touchdowns. And then their running back, toting the rock 33 times for 177 yards with 1 touchdown. But also the one highlight we can say about defense in that game was the LSU quarterback. making him fumble.
He was scrambling, and then Dejan Anthony came up and absolutely fucking popped him. And that's Dr. Fax's new little,
Bink?
you know, getting binked. Someone gets binked. And Jaden Daniels got binked. He like stumbled back, fucking ball popped up in the air. And that was a huge play defensively for Ole Miss that I think kind of was a little bit of a momentum swing for them. But Jaden Daniels, like you said, played really fucking well. 4 TDs, 414 yards. And then, you know, speaking of getting binked, Fax, did you see the Ole Miss security guard fucking employee of the month just locking it down?
No. I understand that guy was doing his job, but like you have to have people in those positions to use proper discretion. It's just like he was kind of, I felt like he got embarrassed because the first 3 people got by him and he couldn't bink them. And so he binked that poor girl. That poor girl, bro, probably had on her bucket list that she wanted to rush the field at a college game, and she gets binked and memed by this damn security guard, bro.
Bro, I love this video so much. This dude is looking like an offensive guard in pass pro with a blitz coming. He's like looking for work. He kind of knocks one kid over. The kid like gets up and like turns around and like flips him off behind the camera. Another kid dodges him, and then he finally picks up the third blitzer, which is just some poor sorority girl, and just knocks her on her ass. This dude, I'm like, I want to know what was said to him coming into the office the next day, because he was about it, man, but it was so funny watching him just looking so lost out there, didn't know what to do, just trying to find some work, you know?
Oh my God, that guy. I wonder what his daily is like now if he got awarded for that. But it's just crazy. And then what about the fan? The Ole Miss fan getting into the LSU old lineman's face, and he got binked to the floor himself on video.
And we've
POV.
talked a little bit about, whether or not to storm the field, and kind of puts players in an awkward situation, I feel like, because this dude, like this young kid, is running up on the LSU player, shit talking him, saying like, fuck LSU, blah, 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 and like getting up in his face. It's like, that's not going to end well for anybody. You know what I mean? It's just a bad idea.
It's a cool thing, but like, I think nowadays, I don't know, people are just too crazy, and rushing the field might be a thing of the past. I just feel like it's a safety issue at this point. Someone's probably going to get mushed or pushed out the way.
Well, yeah, that's the thing too. And you're excited when you storm the field after a big win as a fan, but like, you don't want to mess with a football player immediately after an emotional loss like that. Just let him jog off, let him get to the fucking sideline, and stay out of their way, man. You're gonna get stampeded.
But here's the sickest thing about it, and about this video. That's the best thing that could have happened to that kid, that he has that video. Like, and that's what's scary. Like, that's the best possible thing that literally could have happened to that kid while he had that video on. And that's the type of reaction some people are looking for, whether they want to press charges after or not. That's the allure. Like, that's the excitement. Like, yo, did you see that guy? I pissed him off so badly after the loss, he pushed me. Like, that's the win. And that's what's scary about people nowadays.
Everyone's chasing clout these days. Another video I thought was fucking amazing from this is the Ole Miss fan literally flipping off the goalpost. You see this? It's so fucking funny.
Oh my God.
This Ole Miss fan climbs up. He's like scurrying up the goalpost. He's standing up there, standing on the crossbar. And then he does a front flip off the crossbar, and it's like he's so shocked.
Tailbone.
Yeah, like it looks like he thought he was just gonna stick it, and he's just stunned that he didn't stick it, and then he immediately just gets arrested. It's like, bro, you think you were fucking jumping into water? Like, what did you think was gonna happen here, dude? Like, you're not a fucking video game character. Like, he did this front flip so casual, like he'd done it a million times. He's 10 feet up in the fucking air, lands straight on his tailbone, and then just gets immediately arrested.
After watching that video, he had to be on some drugs, because the way he was scaling the goalpost first and kissing it, like, what in the fuck, bro?
Hey, he's just living in the moment, man. He's just trying to get some flips in.
He definitely had to go see the chiropractor today, for sure.
Yeah, his tailbone's fucking busted. All right, Fax, beef of the week. I got beef with you, Dr. Fax. I got beef with everybody, man. But starting with you, Dr. Fax will not leave this Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce situation alone. We got a Fax and the King group chat. We got a Fax and the King Instagram group chat. We got a different group chat with the Greenlight Pod. And I would bet you that Dr. Fax has sent over 100 messages about this daily across these different group chats. He's just poking the bear. He's poking the Butter King. Dr. Fax, just let these sleeping dogs lie, man. Let them be in love. It's a love story, baby. Just say yes. Come on.
It's not a fucking love story. And I seen this from the jump. And last night's Monday Night Football game is fucking, it's proof. They put an ad for her movie Eras Tour coming out on the stadium. And you know what? New Yorkers, we don't play that shit. They booed it. They fucking booed it because they don't want Taylor Swift. They don't want that infiltration. Yo, don't try to take our fans. And yes, I do believe that she is trying to infiltrate the Black, Hispanic, and other markets with this whole shabazz and doing it with the NFL. Yes, I think that's what she's doing. And you can have beef. I have beef with her and Taylor.
I don't have beef. I don't have beef with you.
Do better.
My beef is with Dr. Fax. All right? My beef is not with the NFL, is not with Taylor Swift. My beef is with Dr. Fax. Just let it fucking go, brother. Let them live. Let these two young superstars be in love.
I can't, because I seen the play from afar and it's happening. It's all unfolding and they're shoving Taylor Swift down our throat when we don't want it. Like, bro, no one wants this.
Fax, she's a fucking superstar. She is the most popular artist on the planet, okay? That's all this is.
To
everybody.
Beyonce is, bro. Don't do that.
Moving on, Fax cannot be argued with about this, even though, he refuses to look at the facts. Continuing on here, we got our small school spotlight. Really excited to have our reoccurring guest, good friend of mine, former teammate, Ali Marpet.
Ali!
So yeah, we talk about all these big programs, the Ole Misses, the LSUs of the college football world. Some of these small schools need spotlight too, and Ali Marpet is out of D3 Hobart, and he's going to come in and tell us about some of these small schools and shine the spotlight on them. Here's Ali. All right, I'd like to welcome onto the pod one of my good buddies, former teammate Ali Marpet. Ali went to D3 Hobart. He's probably one of the most accomplished D3 football players of all time. He's a Super Bowl winner. He's a Pro Bowl offensive lineman. We played together for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Ali, welcome back, baby.
Thanks for having me. Love being back.
Yeah.
What's good, Ali?
Quick, can I talk about the small school that I'm excited about this week?
Talk about the small school, baby.
All right, so Colorado School of Mines, an elite football program right now. They're 5-0. They just beat CSU Pueblo, which is where Ryan Jensen, my good teammate, played college ball out.
Shout out to Ryan Jensen, Colorado's finest.
Exactly, holding it down. But this Colorado School of Mines crushed them, and they are crushing it right now. And more importantly, their haircuts are crushing it. They are the most elite haircuts in college football, and I think we got to shout them out.
Yeah, we got to give them some love. And I'm looking at this fucking these images of their headshots in like the media program, and it's fucking unbelievable. You got to love guys who don't take themselves too seriously. You know what I mean? You wouldn't see this at the D1 level, I don't think. The media teams would not allow it.
The school is probably loving this. They probably haven't gotten so many hits on their fucking website ever. This is interesting, but these haircuts and hairstyles are amazing. And I wonder who sparked it off. I just wonder what guy in the team was like, yo, this will be awesome. And then enough guys rallied and was like, you know what? I'm down with this.
I got to wonder what would happen if you guys actually tried to pull that off, like Wisconsin, Virginia. Like, what would happen?
Immediately get the kibosh, dude. I had a mustache or not a mustache like this, but like a beard and a mustache like this with just the chin out. And the media people and the coaching staff asked me to shave 1 year, and I was devastated.
Oh, nah. To be 100% honest, when we were in school and we had Al Groh, if Chris Long, if he led the charge on something like this, we would absolutely be able to do it. But I think that would be a case-by-case thing, because I think we definitely had guys that had those atrocious mustache like how Beau was describing, and I don't think anyone said anything to them about it.
Bro, I feel like you're not too far off from fitting into these headshots.
Just unironically.
Unironically.
Well, actually, Allie, it's funny.
It's
that
funny
you
you say that.
Because
It
I
is
wanted to
funny.
talk about my favorite. I figured we'd all pick our favorite headshot from here. And my favorite was number 59. First of all, awesome name, Steel Petty. Look at this guy. Does this? You see this, Allie? Does this guy look familiar to you at all? Looks like could be a young Allie Marpet.
Yo,
What do you think of that look, Allie?
I've actually, at one point, so when I had my long hair, I did pigtails like that. I'll send you a picture, not for the internet, but it is.
oh,
Oh, come on. We got to throw that out there, Allie. That's a good look.
It was a dark period. I was rehabbing in Tampa, and it was like in the off season, bored, and it was just this little change up, and it was not a good look for me.
Bring back pigtail Allie Marpet.
that is funny. Steel Petty, that's a good pick. But I'm going to go with John Matocha. And he is, ironically, the quarterback who is setting records or very close to setting new records for D2. And I was particularly drawn to his hairstyle, but also the temporary tattoo on the face, because that's one thing, a pastime for me and my young niece. We love to put on temporary tattoos, so I thought that was a nice touch with him putting the temporary tattoo on his face also.
And Matocha has 133 career passing touchdowns, only one behind Justin Dovac for RMAC career record and fourth all-time NCAA Division II history. That's a little bit of a small school spotlight, Allie. What do you think?
He's a baller. He's a gamer. This is someone to watch out for.
And then when he breaks the record and they have to bring up for all the awards his picture, it's going to be that, and that's so amazing.
Yeah, I'm not sure
so great.
I'm not sure what the D2 version of the Heisman is, but that would be incredible.
It really would.
So I think my pick's got to be Blake Ramsey. This dude with the full-on headband. It kind of looks almost a little Friar-ish, a little like Saturn, you know? But the commitment for the colored M in the headband is pretty elite.
I mean, I think it's a little bit of a different story if they weren't 5-0. Like, imagine being 0-5 with these headshots, Allie. I don't know, man. What do you think?
Do you think they kept them throughout the course of the season, or this is just a one and done type deal?
I feel like you got to commit to the bit, man. Leave it all year. 5-0, you got to stick with what's working for the team, you know? Come on.
Know what they got to do? They got to get a professional barber on an NIL deal for them and get them right for every game. Because I wish someone would have got like one of those picks or those axes they use, the ore digger shit. Like if they got that in the back of their head with everything else bald, that would have been fire. It would have been fire.
Fire.
Dude, I know. So for us at Hobart, we were high and tight. That was the rule. I kept it very professional. So I think there's a part of me that gets very excited when someone can do something like this. You know, it gets me all fired up. Cool minds. Keep the freaking
Keep digging.
Keep digging, baby.
Keep digging. Keep scooping that ore, baby.
Awesome.
All right, Allie, fucking always a pleasure to have you on. Thank you for bringing the Colorado School of Mines and their amazing headshots to our attention. We're looking forward to having you on in the future for our small school spotlight.
Appreciate you guys.
All right, Allie, we appreciate that. Thanks for bringing light to Colorado School of Mines. John Matocha, probably big man on campus, big man on a small campus. You know what I mean, Fax. But now let's talk about big man on campus for some of these larger schools. All right, Dr. Fax, big man on campus. This is an award we like to give for someone who balled out on Saturday, played really well, maybe, carried their team to a victory. Now they're walking around campus. They're the big man. Everyone's fucking dapping them up, loving them. And who you got for me this week, Dr. Fax?
I'm going up to Connecticut and Jelani Stafford, 6 foot, 303-pound junior out of Brownsville, Pennsylvania. He has his own offensive package, it looks like, for short yardage and short down. And also, which is very, very impressive, is he caught a pass in the flat, heavily guarded for a first down during the game also, which is so impressive. And if anyone who knows football, they know how impressive that is for a 303-pound guy. So he is my big man on campus this week.
He's quoted as saying, "This is one of the best moments of my life." And he's been balling this year, too. 14 solo tackles, half a sack, playing fullback.
As a D lineman, every D lineman who feels like he's athletic in practice, at one point and another, you're going to ask your coach, can you get in on goal line? Yo, coach, I can block here or I can run this in. I promise you. But the fact to get in and your quarterback really throws you a pass on a play like that during a game, yo, that's fire. And he should feel that way. Bravo to him. Shout out to Jelani Stafford.
You know who was an athlete, two-way player in the NFL, Dr. Fax?
Who's that?
Honey Bobo, baby.
Oh, yeah, you played some offense.
I played some offense back.
Do you
in
have a
2016.
touchdown?
No touchdowns. Did not get the care of the rock, brother.
Guess who has a touch? Guess who has an NFL tutty?
Dr. Fax?
Let's go!
Love to see it. All right, my big man on campus, Brock Bowers, fucking unbelievable tight end from Georgia. In the season, he's got 30 receptions, 413 yards, 3 touchdowns, and then also 3 carries for 7 yards and 1 touchdown. Versus Auburn, fucking balled. That's why he's a big man on campus for me. He had 8 receptions for 157 yards and 1 touchdown, and then also 1 carry for 3 yards. He's a fucking beast, man. I feel like his catch radius is unbelievable. He also had 2 awesome one-handed snags that were like back-to-back. One of them, unfortunately, didn't count, but this dude is fucking good, and something tells me he is not going to last very long in the first round of the NFL draft. Fucking great player.
Top 10, you think?
I think so, but we'll see, man. He's projected to be like top 5, I think.
Nice.
So
that sounds like that's Heath Miller-ish.
Also, fucking great name, Brock Bowers. Come on, man, that's a Sunday name. You'd love to see it. All right, so last week brought my friend Cam Brate on, who was supposed to be our gambling fucking ringleader. Tough week for the F&K parlay. We're gonna bring Cam back. Hopefully, he's feeling a little bit better. Hopefully, his picks are a little bit better. Excited to have him back on the show, Cam Brate. All right, so we're back here with Cam Brate, who's supposed to be our Sam Ace Rothstein, but I don't know, Cam, tough week for you. You went 1 for fucking 4, 1 for 5 last week. Let me read these off to you.
Yeah,
really.
if it had stopped at Friday night, you'd have been perfect, bro.
Yeah,
you'd
man,
have been perfect.
should have.
That Western Kentucky.
Great, what a pick, huh? What a pick.
Yeah, that was.
You remember the wins, not the losses, boys.
Hilltoppers, baby.
Yeah, let me run through just last week's picks really quick. USC minus 21.5, no. Duke plus 5.5 / money line, no. South Carolina plus 12.5, also no. Cam, welcome back. A little chance at redemption for you this week. What do you got for us?
Yeah, after a week of eating some humble pie, really hitting the numbers, looking at the board, I'm ready for a stronger week 2 on the pod. I think we should put an asterisk next to the 1 and 4.
I did suggest we give you a mulligan because you were visibly sick.
I literally had COVID, had to rush the picks. That's on me. And
that brain fog gotcha.
100%, dude. It could be long COVID. We'll see how the week 2 picks shake out. We never lose in gambling. You learn. And so that's what I did. I got some good picks lined up for week 2. And how about the Western Kentucky pick? That was a good one, huh?
You can hang your visor on that one, Cam.
Yeah, thank you. I will.
So what do you got for us, man? We're fucking dying to know.
Did a lot of learning last week. I want to say today, boys, is the last day we have of no football till November 22nd.
Woo! Let's go!
That's right. So we're in the thick of it. We're in the heart of it. I'm going to win you guys some money on these picks. All right, here we go. Start off with the battle of the bad. Nebraska at Illinois.
Oh. 2
absolutely abysmal programs. searching for something to hang their hats on. I'm going Illinois, minus 3.5 at home. Nebraska, maybe time to shut down that program. All right.
Wow.
Here we go. All right, so then we're going Red River rivalry, OU Texas, game of the weekend. Don't really like either team in this one, but love the over. I feel like Red River rivalry, you turn it on.
One more time with that one.
A little bit of a tongue twister. I'm going to have to practice that one a little bit. I'm going over 60.5 points. I think it's going to be a shootout. Always seems to be that way. So I'm going over 60.5. We got Maryland at Ohio State.
I'm
I've
so
watched
glad you're doing
Ohio
this game.
State play every game this year. quarterback play is not good. They're 19.5-point favorites at home. I'm going Maryland to cover.
I love
Maryland
this.
is a pick plus 19.5. Next one, underdog of the week, Washington State, undefeated, 13th ranked team in the country, 3.5-point underdogs on the road at UCLA. Cam Ward, electric. Beau beat up on Wisconsin earlier in the year.
They did.
Yep. Give me Washington State to remain undefeated.
Cam, I'll have you know, real quick, Cam Ward was my big man on campus last week. Fucking balled out. Looked really good.
Last one of the week, Texas Tech at Baylor. Two not great programs out of the Big 12. But I'm going to go Texas Tech. It's a pick 'em right now. They almost beat Oregon earlier in the year. Last week, they beat Houston by 3 touchdowns. I'm going to go Texas Tech on the road to get the win.
Fuck yeah. And, hey, Cam, you said it. Last day without football in this month. October's a big month for us, baby. I was telling Fax about Squattober. How we feeling about Squattober so far?
The boys were absolutely cheeked up under the bar today.
Oh, my God.
My guy, Beau, was rocking no shirt, no shorts, just tights.
Neat suit.
Just a bunch of 40-year-old women just staring at this animal underneath the bar, squealing after sets.
That's why we do it, baby.
You're the worst, Beau.
Big day for
my
Cam
God.
too. He popped his top. Trying to get him to pop bot too, but hasn't popped bot quite yet. We'll get there, Cam. We'll get there. Late
Yeah,
October.
I don't know if I have enough girth in the legs to pop bottoms.
Jesus
so,
Christ, yo.
Fax,
What's
you
going
gonna
on?
partake in Squattober?
Yo, I have a 2-week-old newborn, so I do not think I'm going to be hitting the gym for a few more weeks. My away time from the house right now is dedicated to this, guys. Is dedicated to this.
Bring the baby in the gym. Get her in the rack. You can't get him going too early, Fax.
She's already 10 pounds, so she probably could squat. She could probably squat some weight already, for sure.
Those babies got elite dorsiflexion. We know that. Put a bar on her back.
And
Come on.
mobility. Oh yeah, the infant squat, 100%. So we had this old school strength coach, and like the only takeaway I'll ever get from this guy. Shout out Dave Kennedy.
Dave Kennedy.
His massive balls. So he said, get your baby jumping as soon as possible to develop athleticism. So he had 3. I mean, he was very unimpressive, this weight coach.
Well, there was one impressive thing about him, though, Cam.
His huge ass balls. But
Jesus.
so he had 3 kids he developed, terrible genetics from him, into elite athletes. And it was because they started jumping when they were young. So Fax, get her jumping.
I love it. I love it.
Yep.
I love it. I appreciate it.
All right,
appreciate it.
Cam, we got one more thing for you. We talked about it last week on the podcast, how you are just you have a bevy of useless information. Harvard guy, you know a lot, working on the gambling bit a little bit, but you're a champ at knowing where different athletes went to college. So Fax has got some for you.
All right.
First, I'm going to test the waters and just make sure you're not bullshitting. And I'm going to first say Jeremy Lin.
Oh, come on, bro. Insanity, man. Insanity occurred when I was on campus, and the nerds were so fired up for basketball. It was awesome.
Okay. You're not bullshitting. All right.
Do I get a one-hitter NFL?
Yeah, we'll give you a one-hitter NFL bet also. Hit
Thank you. I got boned a little bit last week. Colts came out flat, made it a game. Disappointed in that one. So the one-hitter, I got Ravens at the Steelers. Ravens minus 3.5. Steelers playing terrible football. Don't know who their quarterback is. Scary bet. This feels like a Mike Tomlin Black Air Force game.
I love
That
it.
might swing the spread.
I know, but I mean, I don't think 3.5 points is enough for the Ravens on that one. So that's the one hitter, the real quick one.
I have one more question on the betting on the college side. How do you feel about Alabama only getting 2.5 this week on the points?
At A&M.
Yeah, at A&M. Just it's Alabama. Isn't that
I know.
isn't that absurd? Isn't that an absurd number to see when you're looking at what bets you're going to make this weekend, and you're usually seeing Alabama like no lower than what, like maybe 7 or 6.5 if you're lucky when it's a big weekend. But to see that number, is that kind of trying to get you pulled in? What do you think about that?
I feel like that's a trap game by Vegas right there. They know something. Man, Alabama's quarterbacks, they just cannot throw the ball. I mean, Alabama has a better team. I think A&M's on their backup quarterback too, but he played pretty well last week. But if I had to put money down, I'm going Bama. I'm riding Bama, but I don't feel that good about that one.
Well, Cam, it's always a pleasure. We'll see you tomorrow under the squat rack. Can't fucking wait, baby.
Can't wait. All right, see you, boys.
Always a fucking pleasure to have you on, Cam. Thank you very much. Never really know what we're going to get at, what we're going to start talking about in those segments. Really appreciate it. But now we're going to talk about shit to talk to your girl about, which is one of my favorite segments. We talk about a lot of different sports on this podcast. Dr. Fax, guy stuff, balls, gambling, haircuts, things like that. But what do you guys talk to your girls about? Well, let the Butter King tell you. I got something for you this week, Dr. Fax. You mentioned it in the open that you're torqued about Halloween upcoming. That's what you got to talk to your girl about, man. It's October. You only got 1 month to figure out your costumes, man. You guys better start figuring that shit out because I know your girl has already been thinking about it. There's going to be a lot of Barbie and Ken costumes.
Spirit Halloween's about to be a shit show all over the country.
Exactly. So, hey, get on top of this shit early. Start to talk to your girl about what you're going to do for Halloween because it's a big fucking deal.
Oh man, it's gonna be amazing, and I can't wait. I'm gonna try to. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna try to go viral. I have a very, very cute newborn baby, so my girl is very torqued about picking out different outfits and different themes as a family for us three, and maybe even incorporate Prince Dominic, who is our cat. So
wow.
we might try to shock the internet with some good costumes. So
you want to give us a little bit of a hint? You got it all picked out yet, Fax? Or
no, we have a few. But we have a couple of food ones that are cool.
Okay.
But we are venturing into other things, and it's gonna be exciting. Just this whole tight.
I'm excited to see it, man. Last year I was Kid Rock. Honestly, it turned out pretty fucking good. I'll send Foch a little clip of that so he can tune it up for socials. I was feeling myself, baby. My name is Kid. So we got to see. I got to start brainstorming a little bit. If you guys have any ideas for the Butter King, send them my way.
I actually won a costume contest at Chris Long's Halloween party one year for, I think, the most creative. I was a chipmunk. I had a monk outfit on, and I had a bunch of bags of chips taped to the monk outfit, and people had to guess what I was.
That's creative, man. I love that.
I love it too.
I love that for you. Also, candy.
Oh, yeah.
Candy. That's all I got. Candy.
I'm going to wrap this show up, and since it is Squattober for her Beau, I'm going to tell you this. At the end of the day, mind your own business and do better in the gym.
Got you, brother. Fucking got you.
And that is another episode of Fax and The King. Appreciate everyone for tuning in, and make sure you tune in every Wednesday on YouTube and all social media platforms, Fax and The King. Make sure you guys hit us up in the comments. We will hit you guys back, DM us any ideas, anything you want, just hit us up. We appreciate you guys, and we will see you guys next week.